What's up, guys? It's Bye here, and welcome to another Rise of Kingdoms video, the Commander series. Today's video will be featuring one of my favorite legendary infantry commander, Charles Martel, the Big Hammer dudes, the only legendary commanders that use a big hammer. I think I don't think I see any other legendary commander or any other commander that use a big ass hammer. Um, so if you have watched some of my live stream where I fight or watch some of my videos where I do some open field firings, you could easily notice that I use Charmatel extensively, like even more often than I use Richard or Alex or even Granules. So why? You will get the answer today. So Charmatel is probably one of the most free-to-play friendly commander out there, like handout, I would say. What do I mean by a free-to-play friendly? Because you can get him from the golden keys if you are lucky. Uh, you can also continuously level up his skill throughout the game without wasting too much golden sculpture on him. Uh, in some of my previous videos, I might have mentioned a few times that do not invest universal sculpture on him. But after spending quite a lot of time on my beginner account, I believe you should spend some universal sculpture on him. How much universal sculpture you should be using on him? You want to use just enough universal sculpture on him so that by the time of your first KvK, which is around 90 days or so, you want to have him to like 5500. After you spend your universal sculpture to get him to 5500, you can start level him up to level 60, and from there, just wait for his sculpture from the golden keys. I made a mistake on my beginner account for not spending universal sculpture on him, and instead I spent my universal sculpture on Richard. So I'll show you guys. Let me log on my beginner account here, and I will show you guys what I meant. Right here. So like on this account, like around like 89 days, like I did not use any universal sculpture on my charm account, and I was able to get him to like 4400. And my Richard was 5211. So it took a little bit longer than I expected to get him to 5500. It is because like KvK Season 1 come much faster now for like Jungle Kingdoms. When I first started the game, like KvK didn't start after like half a year. So like I did not aware that like KvK Season 1 come in so fast. You do not have enough time to get him to 5500 if you're not super lucky. Like if you got super lucky, you might be able to get him to like 5500 without using any universal sculpture. But to get him to like 5500 before KvK season 1 start, you might have to spend some of your like golden universal sculpture on him. You can get them from some of the event, or you can get them from the Arc of Osiris. You need to play the event. I think the other event is gone. So like previously, the anniversary event, you get like 35 golden sculpture from that event. So you should definitely try to max down on the universal sculpture, and you can use some of them on him. Like don't use it on him right away. Like wait until KvK season 1 start, and then you can see how much universal sculpture you're missing, and you got use just enough to get him to 5500, and then you got level him up to level 60, and he's gonna be your main primary commander for KvK season 1. uh I made a mistake and I had to pay for it. So by the time KvK season 1 start, my trauma tab was 44000, so I couldn't level him up to level 60, and my Richard was only 5200. So I had to pick one of the commanders to level up to level 60, and I at the end of the day, I had to decide to go with Richard there. And because now my Richard level like 60, like 56, soon to be 60. Like I did spend a lot of time to like killing Barbarian here or killing Guardians to level him up. But like if you like your main account, you should be able to get at least one legendary commander to level 60. So I got my Richard to 5211. So now it's kind of like a mess now because now it's gonna be RNG. If I cannot get my Richard to 5551 anymore. It take longer. So like by the time KvK Season 1 start, it's much easier for you to get your Charles Martel to 5500 before you get your Richard to like 5551. So definitely say your universal sculpture and use them just enough on the Charles Martel to get him to 5500 before KvK Season 1 start. That if you want to use him for firing, that if you want to do some fighting in KvK Season 1, definitely go with Charles Martel. I made a huge mistake there, so now my Richard is kind of a mess on my beginner account, but because it's my beginner account. Like I did not realize how fast KvK Season 1 came. Like it came a little bit too early than what I expected. And I wasn't able to get, but you can see right here, like this account is 100% free to play. 100% free to play by 80 days, like 88 days, 80 days, I was able to get 2 VIP 10s. And I was able to get a whole bunch of universal sculpture for free. And I was like leveling up some of my legendary commanders there. But I made a mistake. I made a mistake for not putting enough sculpture on Charles Martel. And I did not get him to level 60. So do not repeat this mistake from me here. Very, very good commander to invest in him a little bit, but not too much. And by the time you get to like 5500, get him to level 60, and then you can stop investing universal sculpture on him by then. You can get him to level 60 of very, very strong and solid primary commanders. So let's go back to my main account here. Okay, so like if you have him, at 5511 already, you don't need to use universal sculpture on him anymore. He's good to go. He's decent. Just take your time with him. You don't have to expertise him unless you have a lot of like extra universal sculpture. So Charles Martel is actually the first legendary infantry commander you should invest on to get to 5511 and level 60, not richer. To be honest, not richer. Charles Martel is actually the guy you want to invest on. 5511 level 60, and then after that you can go back and start working on your richer again to get him to 5551, and then he'll be ready for your KvK Season 2. Like for infantry player, Charles Martel and Richard is your bread and butter. You need those two commanders to be level 60. So, what is Charles Martel overall score? So, in one of my videos where I like break down the commander score, I gave Charles Martel a total score of 12.5, attack 6, defense 6.5, and support 0. So like when I did that like commander score video, I didn't realize how important march speed is back then. Like I thought that march speed is not needed for like infantry players. Man, I was so wrong. Like after using him and switch to other infantry commanders with no march speed bonus, I learned how to appreciate hit 20% infantry march speed there. Like so for that reason, I am going to add a new category here, which is mobility. And for every 20% march speed, you're going to get a 1 point for mobility here. So his score, instead of 12.5, he is now at 13.5. So that is his score. If you want to learn more in detail of how I come up with the score, you can check on the video for a commander breakdown for infantry players in the description box. So what are his minimum requirements? His minimum requirement is obviously 5511. At level 5, his first skill is very, very strong, like very nice shields there. 1200 shields can absorb a lot of damage. Also, in that 4 seconds of his shield is up, he's also got that extra 30% damage boost, which increase his counter attack damage and normal attack damage. It does not increase the skill damage, unfortunately. His second skill here, infantry led by this commander gain 20% defense and 20% health, which can help very much with the tanking. In KvK, like tanky, like defense and health, it probably two of the best stats when it comes to like mass open field fighting. So 5511 is all you need. Like you can get him to expertise if you want. The 30% counter attack damage is nice to have, but like at 5511, you got get it at 10%, which is you can live with it. Expertise here, you will get that extra 20% mark speed. But that is more like for endgame. So at KvK Season 1, you don't really need it. You don't really need him to get expertise. So you can still take your time with him. Uh, so get him to 511 is when he is usable. You can level him up to level 60. Make him one of the primary commander for one of your infantry marches. After getting him to 511, you can just wait to get more of his sculpture from golden keys. For his talent tree, let's go and look at his talent tree here. So Charles Martel have one of the best talent tree for open field fighting. The defense talent tree, by far the best talent tree in the game for like any commanders that want to do well on the open field. As you can see right here, is the medical supplies is one of the must get skills here on the talent tree. Every time you use the skill, it's gonna heal a factor of 300. So it also work for the secondary commander as well. So the Chaumatel activate his skill, he gonna heal 300. The second commander that he pair with activate the skill, he also heal another 300 there. So very, very good skill, a very, very sustainable skill here. Can help he lasts very, very long on the open field. Reduce skill damage taken by 9%. Man, so tanky here, like so much damage reduction here from defense talent tree. No weaknesses, reduce damage by 1.5% again. Balance is a very, very good trade-off skill here. You get 3% damage reduction in return for only 1.5% damage dealt reduction there. Very, very nice skill to get. One of the must get skill, I would say. The pseudo formation here, very, very decent defense stat boost as well here. And for the infantry talents, basic here, you want to max out on your infantry stats here. You want to get the rage, Undying Fury here, because you want to be able to provide that shield constantly, so that can absorb a lot of damage. So more rage on him is very good as well. So yeah, defense talent tree, very, 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 very good talent tree on the open field because there is so much damage reduction, like skill damage reduction, overall damage reduction. You can stack them up, and when it adds on to like his shield, or when it adds on to his defense and health, it multiplies. So very, very good talent trees there that he has. One of the reasons that why you want him to be one of the primary commanders, because of his defense talent tree. So for commander pairings, you want your Charles Martel to be primary, obviously. He is very, very good primary commander with his defense talent tree. You can use Charles Martel and richer super tanks, but I don't recommend it much. Maybe it can work in KvK Season 1 when people don't have the knowledge of like which marches they should attack. But like by the time you get to KvK Season 2, Season 3, people gonna pick up on the game and they're gonna be like, hey, I'm not gonna attack Charles Martel, I'm not gonna attack Witcher on the field. Like, I'm gonna leave them for last. Charles Martel and Constantine is a very, very good pairing for defending garrison of flags against a Theater or just against any like strong rally captains. Charles Martel and YSG, very, very good for like city garrison and very, very good on the open field. You can also pair like Charles Martel with Alex, Sun Tzu, Julius Caesar very well. Can be very tanky. A lot of people use Charles Martel and Julius Caesar in Sunset Canyon. You can also pair Charles Martel with Merman as well. Very, very decent. Like many, many other possibilities to pair him with there. I just want to mention a couple there, like a couple of decent pairings that you might be able to optimize off his ability there. So what is what's the what equipment you should use on Charles Martel? Pretty much the same for all of other infantry commanders. As of right now, I'm just using some like basic blue and green equipment here on him. But if you want like more detail of like what equipment you should work on for your infantry commanders, you can also check another video that I made before for like a roadmap for like infantry player equipment. It can give you more detail of like what you should work. You probably want to work your way up to like my Alex equipment right now, like getting a whole bunch of like epic equipment. But check out the video for the equipment for infantry players if you want more detail on it. So why do I use Charles Martel so much? because he is so good in Ark of Osiris Leagues. He is a must use if you are an infantry player. Like his march speed bonus is crucial. It can help you get to the place you want to be much faster. And if I had to choose between Charles Martel and Richard to bring to Ark of Osiris, like, I will pick Charles Martel without any hesitation. He is very good for a lot of endgame content as well. Uh, arms training event, like you can use him. Uh, Ark of Osiris and many other, like a lot of other content. Golden Kingdom, one of the very like good commanders. So like a lot of content, end game content for PVE as well, PvP. He one of the must-have commanders. Uh, in KvK, he is tanky, like not like super tanky as Richard, but he is tanky, sustainable with decent offensive ability. If you look at here, like um, his first skill does provide that 30% damage boost there. Uh, his smart speed doesn't just help you move faster; it can help you chase after slower enemy as well as escape from like some of the tie situation as well. So Chaumatel is like a very well-rounded commander, like excelling on the open field and garrison. In KvK Season 2, I was also seen many people rally flag using Alex and Chaumatel as well. Like some people, some even like rally city with Alex and Chaumatel too. And the report is pretty solid, like pretty good. Uh, man, like Chaumatel is like a man with many talents. Like he can do anything. Rally, Garrison, open field, you name it. Like he's there. Like he can do pretty much anything. Uh, like, the only reason I don't recommend free-to-play players to invest on him because you can get him from the golden key. So like for long term, you will be able to expertise more legendary commanders instead of you invest heavily on him early on. So he is very well rounded. Richard can be definitely more tanky than him, but when it comes to like offense, Richard lacks the damage output. John Mattel, on the other hand, have a good stat boost for like his first skill boost up his DPS. His third skill also boosts up his counter attack damage bonus as well, which can help very good when it comes to swarming. Like when the other march swarming your John Mattel, they're going to take a lot of counter attack damage. And to be able to boost that counter attack damage, you can be able to inflict a lot of damage to your targets. So very good there. Uh, so I honestly don't know when I start falling in love with using him. It just come naturally. Like I just use him a lot without even thinking about why I love using him so much. I just like every time I want, every time I go to like a open field fight, the first thing come to mind. Oh, I need to bring out my Chomatel. I need my boy. Like Chomatel is my boy here, and like he just come out and he just gets so much kills. Let's check on the kill I get here from him. A barbarian kill, 300, almost 250 million barbarian kill here, and normal kills is 141 million kills here from Chomatel. And let's compare to Richard. How much kill does my Richard has? 153. So Richard does have more kills, but I don't know. It might be from like earlier on as well. I did do some like farm feeding early on for like my discovery event. So the kills count might not reflect 100% like how much kill I actually get. I think my Chomatel get a lot more kills, like more actual kills on the open field because I use him a lot. Uh, so that is what I think about Chomatel. Let me know in the comment section what you love about him, or if there are something you don't like about him, you can comment as well, and maybe I can try to change your mind. Thanks again for watching the video, guys.